Hi everyone, subscribe, press like, and write from which city and country you're watching us in the comments below. And while you're typing, we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Erling Haaland and Aleksandar Mitrovic scored the most goals during the Nations League group stage, having 6 accurate shots each. Karim Benzema and Lucas Vazquez are back in Real Madrid's first team training. They are close to being fully fit ahead of the La Liga clash against Osasuna on Sunday. Romelu Lukaku has recovered from an injury that kept him out of action for almost a month. Scotland and Serbia were promoted to Nations League's League A, while the Czech Republic got relegated to League B. Man City convinced they will win the Jude Bellingham transfer race. Konrad Laimer's move to Bayern failed in the summer, the midfielder confirmed the matter. Neymar Jr. slotted 75 goals for Brazil. He's only 2 goals away from Pellé's record. Real Madrid donated more than 1 million euros to Ukraine, AS reported. This season, Ronaldo has 1 goal in 10 appearances for Manchester United and Portugal. He scored against Chile from the penalty spot. Actor Bellerin has picked up an injury, Barcelona have confirmed. The Spaniard is a doubt for the Mallorca clash on Sunday. Roma intend to extend the contract of their prospect Nikola Zalewski. Moreover, the Wolves are looking to renew the talent's contract until the summer of 2027. The current deal with the Pole runs until 2025. Spain qualified for the Nations League Final Four thanks to Morata's 88th-minute goal against Portugal. Federico Valverde got voted Real Madrid's Player of the Month. With a total of 3 goals and 2 assists in 5 games, he stood out as a clear-cut favorite. Mauricio Pochettino or Brendan Rodgers can replace Gareth Southgate at the head of the national team of England. Aleksandar Mitrovic has scored 50 international goals in 76 caps. The elimination last season from the Champions League was very hard because of how it happened, because we played 2 great games against Real Madrid and the tie was lost in small details, Lionel Messi said. Brazil has won 7 matches in a row, with the total score being 26-2. Tite's squad is unbeaten in 15 games. Whenever he is labeled as a provocateur, he uses racism as his joker card. Vinicius should respect his opponents. Mallorca captain Antonio Rayo said. Antoine Griezmann became Athletic Madrid's best player for September. Switzerland goalkeeper Jan Sommer saved 5 penalties in a row. Ramos and Jorginho attempted 2 times each and Souček once. Chelsea have confirmed that N'Golo Kanté is free from injury and is now back in training with the rest of the group. The former midfielder of Chelsea, Stoke City and Nigeria international, 35-year-old Michael John Obi, has retired from professional football. This season, Neymar netted 12 goals and delivered 10 assists in 13 games for PSG and Brazil. Borussia Dortmund are interested in signing Naby Keita at the end of the season. BVB considers Keita an ideal replacement for Jude Bellingham. Manchester United are hoping to extend Diogo Dalot's contract. The Red Devils are set to have an option to prolong the deal to another year, and the club is set to activate it. Maguire needs this to be his final season at Old Trafford and start afresh. It's too late to save the situation, Jamie Carragher stated. Arsenal are hopeful that Thomas Partey will be fit to face Tottenham on Saturday afternoon, Sky Sports reports. The first few weeks are normal for adaptation and the recovery of a player's physical condition. Everyone is happy with Arthur. He has given up his holidays to stay in Liverpool to work. Soon he will be at 100%, noted the footballer's agent. Super League? It was the attempted murder of football, a defining issue in football history. Barcelona, Juventus and Real Madrid will edge their intent ever near to something like that, Sky Sports quotes Gary Neville. Edouard Mendy has been hurting from the injury picked up against West Ham, but the 30-year-old goalie is now back to full training at Cobham and could start at Palace. Real Madrid are going to bring coach Santiago Solari back to the club. It's not yet known what position Solari will occupy at Los Blancos camp, but his return will be officially announced soon. Former Man City, Aston Villa and England midfielder Fabian Delph has announced his retirement at the age of 32. Chelsea are willing to sell Christian Pulisic for £31.5 million, according to Calcio Mercato. Mbappe doesn't always make the right decisions, and also allows himself statements that make a lot of noise. Thanks former PSG goalkeeper Jérôme Alonso. I think they are going to be one of the favorites to win the World Cup, if not the favorite. Every player besides Jude Bellingham is playing in the Premier League. It's the strongest league in the world, claimed USA coach Greg Berhalter. Among other things, many international games took place yesterday. All the results are in front of you. Moving on to the main news of the release. Let's go! let's have a brief rewind of yesterday's games. In League A, Spain beat Portugal thanks to Alvaro Morata's late winner. In another match, Switzerland outplayed Czech Republic with 2-1. Among the other events of the day, we are to highlight Brazil's crushing victory over Tunisia 5-1, with Rafinha's brace and goals from Richarlison, Neymar and Pedro. Chelsea plan to go all out for Chris Nkunku next summer, per Fabrizio Romano. There will be many clubs in the race for Christopher Nkunku next summer, including Chelsea, as they've always been interested and attentive to his growth, Romano said. Nkunku is among the most talented French players right now, which is why he is linked to a number of top clubs, like Real Madrid, PSG and Bayern Munich. This season, the 24-year-old has already registered 6 goals in his first 11 games for RB Leipzig. Jude Bellingham is Real Madrid's primary target for the 2023 summer transfer campaign. The 23-year-old is the club's main candidate to reinforce our midfield. As per Marca reports, Los Blancos asked the Englishman and his representatives not to renew his contract with Dortmund and ignore the interest from Premier League clubs, Liverpool in particular. So far, the player's kept his word, he only wants to play for Madrid. Atletico Madrid show interest in signing one Barcelona veteran this summer, Diario OK reports. It's Gerard Pique who might join the Madrid side in January. The source claims Diego Simeone would like to reinforce Atleti's squad with an experienced defender of Pique's caliber. On top of that, it reportedly has to do with the Griezmann saga. Los Colchoneros want Barca to reduce the Frenchman's price tag. In return, Atleti will sign the 35-year-old veteran and commit to paying his lucrative wages. The president of Al Hilal SFC recalled his attempt to buy Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, we negotiated with Ronaldo. The problem was not in the money or the principle. Al Hilal is able to bring in the stars of the world, but it wasn't the decision of the sports arbitration center that prevented us from registering the players. We did not stop negotiating with the players despite the decision to ban, but we were delaying entering the final stage of the negotiations until the ban was lifted, said Fahad Ben Nafel. In the summer of 2021, Cristiano Ronaldo was reported to be close to a Manchester City move, before a sudden U-turn that resulted in a comeback to Man United instead. There is no shortage of conspiracy theories claiming that the only aim of the rumors of Man City's interest in the veteran forward was to force Man United to jump the gun and close the deal in few hours. However, Fabrizio Romano still insists that Man City's interest was genuine. As you'll remember, last summer, there were talks about a surprise move for Cristiano Ronaldo to join Manchester City. Ronaldo wrote for cut offside. Still, it was never 100% approved by the board or by the technical staff at City. There were also some issues at Ronaldo's end with his agent Jorge Mendes, so the deal collapsed, even though Juventus were happy to accept the move. In the end, United appeared on the scene and Ronaldo was happy to join them as soon as their interest became apparent. Lionel Messi has made a final decision on his future. At the end of the season, the Argentine's deal with PSG expires and he does not want to activate the option of extending it for another year. The favorites to sign Messi as a free agent are Barcelona. Though Lionel set one ultimatum to the management, Gerard Pique should not be in the team. Folks, check out the new video on our football club project and find out why Messi's return to Barcelona is a matter of time. Have a good time watching. It was Football News. You guys have a nice one, and see you in a bit.